I'm sure this has happened to a few of you where these are your sheets. Well, in my case, these are all my sheets. Most of them are on the appears in sheet list, and this is my index of drawings right here. So this is the schedule of all those sheets. And if you look at it, I have 21 on the architectural and 2 on the title sheet, so that totals 23. These sheets are still unnamed and I haven't put anything in there. I haven't put the check on these appears on sheet list. Same thing with this title sheet. All in all, I have a total of 27 that are there, but 4 of them are not supposed to be printed because they're not filled out yet and they're not part of this 35% submittal that I was supposed to print out. So it comes out to 23 sheets anyway. 23 sheets total that I'm supposed to print. But unfortunately, I always make that same mistake where when I do the print, I just grab all the A's and all the T's and put a check on those. And this is what I ended up printing. I ended up printing 27 sheets, which included those 3 empty architectural and that title sheet. I could take it out of the PDF and then submit those drawings, but once in a while we forget, and who hasn't? uh, I ended up submitting this set of drawings with those sheets, and it doesn't jive with what's on the index. So that's the dilemma. And I thought of maybe there must be a way of just printing all those sheets that are on the index. So the clue there is it has to be on the appears in sheet list right there. That maybe I could create a sheet set of just those sheets. And that way I don't make that same mistake that I just did. Here's our solution. So we'll start with a new workspace. And from this new workspace, we are going to get all the categories. So let's go with categories. And under the categories, we're going to get all the sheets. Okay, sheets. And then and from all those sheets we're gonna get the all the elements of category. Okay, and as you can see we have about 102 sheets there. Some are placeholder sheets, which are electrical, civil, mechanical, structural, and we don't want to print those because they don't really exist. They're just placeholders. How do we check if they are placeholders? There's a good node from Archilab, which is placeholder. Whoop, placeholder right here determines if it's a placeholder or not. So right there it tells you these are not placeholders and some are placeholders. Okay, let's filter those. Separate the true from the false with this node. We mask it, we get this list here, and what comes out is let's put a watch. If we go with the in, that gives you the list of all the placeholders, right? But we don't want the placeholders, we want the real sheets. So out of those real sheets, we have 30 of them, and you will see those 30 here. It includes those because they are real sheets. But we do not want to print those. We only want to print the ones that with the check on the appears in sheet list. The next step is we will separate those with the check on the appears on sheet list and those without the check on them. And for that, we'll use element get parameter. get parameter value by name. And these are the elements. And the parameter name, we need to get that name, this one here, appears in sheet list right here. Let's give it a string. There we go. Let's make multiple copies of this so I don't have to bring it up every time. And the parameter name here is that's what we need here. Here we go. So now you get the ones and the zeros. And the ones and the zeros, I think these are the ones with checks on them, and the other is the one without checks on them. Yes, so zeros mean they do not have the check. Okay. Let's filter that again. Separate those with equals. And we are trying to get those with a number 1. Let's get a number node. Number. And we need ones. We're trying to get the ones there. And now we have the true and false. So those are trues and those are false. So again, we go back to list filter by Boolean mask, and I'm just going to copy this. Whoop, and take this mask out. Let's put this mask there. And let's try to get this list here. Again, we now have those that are in, which is, let's get a watch. And this is the list of those that are number 1s. Those are true right there. These are the sheets that are not that do not have the check on the appears in sheet list. Okay, we have 7 of them and we have 23. Going back here, it jives with this list, which is 23. We have all those sheets now. And what next? Now we're ready to create a sheet set out of these 23 sheets. And the node for that is view sets by views name by Archilab. Let's put that there and let's freeze it for now. Let's get this string, do watch. We'll put those views there. We're going to name it 35% submittal. If we do a unfreeze and a run, and it says true, probably did something right. We print, and there you go. It created that sheet set, and it only put a check on those 23 sheets that we wanted. Okay. Now we're going one step further with this. I'm going to copy this. We're going to give it a date. That way I could tell right away when it was printed or when the sheet set was created. Let's do it with the date, today's date and time. This is today's date. Oh. Run. Let's freeze this again. Okay, move that. We will join this date with the name of the submittal set. We'll use string join. And it's asking for a separator. Let's use this as a separator and put an underscore. Let's add another row here. Right now, this is a date and we need to convert that to string. We'll use string from object. This is a date and time. We converted that to string, and now it is a string. Do run. Click run again, and now you have 35% submittal underscore, and then today's date and time. We're basically putting a timestamp on the sheet set that we created. Unfreeze that, and as soon as we click run, we've created the sheet set right there. 35%, and the sheet set created on today's date. And these are our sheets.